we are at the nascent stages of the third industrial revolution. During the first industrial revolution, that moment happened when Henry Ford put wheels on top of a combustion engine. Alexander Graham Bell picked up a receiver and heard communication come across. Industries were birthed, ecosystems gave way, and industry actually took over. And those became the norms of society for an entire 3 and 4 generations. But guess what? During that first and second industrial revolution, we didn't have the right to vote. We weren't at the table. Now, when we step into these nascent stages of the third industrial revolution, we have a moment. It's a moment in time. It is a moment where we have a seat at the table. The point of what I'm going to share with you today is how we can go from being industrious women to the great industrialists of this century. Are you guys down with that? All right. What I'm hoping that we understand is that every industrial revolution in time has always had 3 key ingredients. Ladies, we know how to cook. We know how to do this in the kitchen, right? So let's bring it to business. In business, there are 3 key ingredients. The first one is a source of energy, a source of mobility, and a source of connectivity. So, leaders who understand how to use technology and data to connect these factors will become the change makers of our time and this century. Today, the new source of connectivity is a neural network called the Internet of Things. Your connected kitchen, the connected stadium, your connected car, highways, you name it. That is that neural network going to work and trading information and data back and forth to create broader, more intelligent systems. And it will connect everything and everyone in one seamless network. People, machines, natural resources, production lines, logistics networks, consumption habits, recycling flows. Every aspect of economic and social life is coming to life in a completely new way. Mobility is essentially happening right now, and it is producing some of the highest paying middle-income, middle-class jobs all over the world. But here's the thing. The future is written in code. It's written in tech, right? And so my question to you is, how do we get there together? Because technology has the opportunity to actually be the great freer economically for us. In this context, data is the world's new natural resource. I'm going to say that again because this is really important. Data, new natural world's resource. It powers intelligence, insights, and knowledge. And it must be refined to create new goods and services. The work we have in front of us as future industrialists is actually to take some of these new natural resources and refine them to create net new inventions. And guess what? This time, you got a seat at the table. In some cases, you're at the head of the table. And it is our moral responsibility to take on the challenges of this century, to take them on in a way that brings a unique female perspective that has been absent from history, and in some cases, actually written out of history. Digital fluency is an economic issue, and women who are tech literate can truly disrupt old industry models and change the game. Each of you has the opportunity to lead progress and become the next industrialists of the post-digital age. We have access in a way I think that we've never ever had access before. It's our opportunity to seize this moment with that access. And so in order for you to become digitally fluent, it's not about learning code. While the world is written in code, and for the engineers in the room, you know what? Hallelujah, you exist, okay? But not all of us can write code, and understand it. But what we do need to understand is feel comfortable with technology and data. I come out of a world, creativity, where often creators and designers are actually a little fearful of data. You know, they're like, oh, that's not that creative. Actually, it's very creative. Because most of the world's problems, when we think about all that data that we're awash with, has actually created more problems when sometimes the answers to the problems in our world are sitting right there in front of us. It's a matter of doing a little bit of connectivity and problem solving. You never do things alone. We won't do this alone. If we could have done it, we would have done it by now. This is about coming together and teaching each other and teaching our children and teaching the women in our corporations the importance of being digitally fluent in a way that actually helps them to get involved in what I call STEAMed activities, not STEM, right, but STEAMed, which is activities that involve science, technology, engineering, arts, math, and design. This level of digital fluency will transform you into the influencers of the future. We can do it. Beyond achieving global gender parity, it's our moral imperative to accomplish this through radical collaboration. Radical collaboration, not competition, collaboration. My belief in this couldn't be, I couldn't be more passionate about it, actually. Because, you know, I think that as we look at this generation of women, you sitting here with us today, there isn't anything that we can't do to come together to change our industry, to change a paradigm in our community, to change the world, and do something and create something that matters. Carpe digital diem. Seize this moment. It will only come around once in our lifetime, ladies. Once in a century do we see this come. Let's pay off the risk and investment and courage that the women who went before us put forth. Your mothers, your grandmothers, your great-grandmothers. The women who chained themselves for our rights to vote. The women who are running for president and dealing with excruciatingly bad media. Together, as a sisterhood, we have an opportunity to change this world, to bring a different perspective in a way that is never seen before. And so, at a minimum, let's become digitally fluent. Let's use technology to finally set ourselves free. Set ourselves free. Think about it. The liberated woman is a tech-savvy woman, right? Could this be the new feminism? Could this possibly be the liberated woman is a tech-savvy woman? And each one of you has the power to be that. So let's go from being industrious females to being the next great female industrialists of our time. Thank you. You're welcome.